Okay. So now we're going to start. Now we're going to move into the first topic of this chapter. Yeah, we have kind of revised all that we could remember about triangles. There might be definitely more things, but we are not able to remember. I also am not able to remember anything else. So let's move on to the first topic of the chapter, which is already in your notebooks: the basic proportionality theorem. Okay. Now I gave you a hint before that this is a theorem which is going to be very similar in this chapter. Is very funny, but yeah, it's going to be very similar to uh, midpoint theorem. Actually, midpoint, it will eat up the midpoint theorem is what I told. Because basically this theorem will be enough. You don't need the midpoint theorem anymore. It will become like that. Okay. So I'm just going to write the theorem. I'm going to take this down, and then we're going to think about it, what it means, and then we're going to go ahead and prove it. Okay. The theorem goes like this: if a line, one second. Yeah, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, okay, to intersect the other two sides. At two distinct points. Okay, this is the if part, okay, this is the given part, right, comma. Then there's a do group part. Then the two other sides, the other two sides, are divided in the same ratio. This is what makes it beautiful. Okay. Now we're going to get into our geometry business, which is proving, writing given to prove, thinking about what the path is from given to prove. Yeah. But before we go into any of that, we are going to understand what this means. Okay? Take a minute to understand what this means. Yeah? After you're done, give me a thumbs up and we will. Thank you. Waiting for Mansa, Manisha. Thank you, Tulsi. Thank you, Dikshit. Okay. Asghar, MG, you done? Thank you. All right. So obviously we need a triangle. I'm just going to draw a triangle. And we're going to understand what this theorem says. La, la, la. A, B, C. And let's see. Okay, we have a triangle. That's for sure. Okay. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, to intersect the other two sides at two distinct points, I can just cut this off. Okay. Unnecessary words. You just have to think that I'm not going to draw a line like Mansa told that time. No, just draw a line parallel to one side. If we just say that much, then I can draw here also. I can draw here also. I can draw on top of this line also, right? All of these lines are parallel to BC, right? They are all parallel to BC. But it is saying don't just draw any side, any line. Draw in a way that it cuts the other two sides at two distinct points, which means something like this. Yeah, there should be some x, some y where it cuts. That's all. Yeah. Basically, this part in the bracket here is not that important, but just to like good for us to understand. Yeah. Okay, it's just how to draw the diagram. It's just saying don't go and draw a line which cuts both line segments at the same point. Here it is cutting at the same point. No, A. Don't draw a line such that it is not cutting anywhere. It is parallel, but it's not cutting anywhere. I'm saying don't do that. Draw in a way that it cuts at two distinct points. Yeah. But what is important in this if part? What is the most important part here? What do you think? Like obviously we have eliminated this. So what's the most important part? Yes, Dilruba. Parallel to one side. Yeah. Parallel is the most important part here. Among whatever is given, the most crucial part is when you're drawing that line, you have to draw it parallel. It's not giving anything else. See, then after that, then it's starting. Okay. So this is to proof part. Yeah. This is mine. 1 second. What did I use for this green? No. So this is my given part. Okay. In this given part, we know this is not of much importance. So main important thing which is given, that there is a line which is parallel to one side of the triangle. Very good. Yeah. And it is cutting the other two sides. Yeah. So I'm going to draw that line here. And it's not saying it is passing through midpoint, all of that midpoint theorem used to say. It's not saying all that. Yeah. It's saying there is a parallel line. Okay. Now, let this. So I've drawn that parallel line right now. Okay, this is this. Let me draw it with a different color. Let me draw it with this color. So let this be the parallel line L. Okay, be good. So what will my given become? What will my given become? Can anyone tell me? That's all right. Given is over here, no? I've written all that is. I've done everything I could do with given, right? Yes. Dilruba, go ahead. L is parallel to BC. Yeah, that's all that is given. Okay, and L cuts AB at X and AC at Y. No need to write that. Okay, we can see that in the diagram. Okay, moving on. This given. MG Asghar, you good? MG Asghar, you good? Give me thumbs up. Yeah. All right. So this was my. So this was my given. Now it comes the to proof part. Okay, now comes the more important to proof part. Okay. Now what do we have? This is the whole to proof part. Then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Anyone wants to convert this into maths? Wants to take an attempt converting this into maths? The other two sides. Why other two sides means which two sides? Dinesh? Other two sides. Which two sides? Loud man. A, B and BC. Perfect. Yeah. Other two sides. A, B and AC. Sorry. A, B and AC. Other two sides. Yes, Tulsi? Yeah, go ahead. Okay, you close, but I'm not getting a mathematical sense out of it. It's good that you have understood what the word divided means. You close the word ratio. So can you put it in a ratio and tell me? You're almost there, Tulsi. Okay, AX equal to AY, XB equal to YC, you're saying. But think, Tulsi, suppose this triangle was looking something like this. Okay, just going to change this triangle for a minute now. Okay, suppose this triangle was looking something like this. Yeah, Tulsi, you getting me? Still XY is parallel to BC. Yeah, L is parallel to BC even now, right? But AX will be equal to AY, yeah? It will not be, right? AX equal to XB, is it necessary? Think about this. In this diagram only, do you think AX is equal to XB? The parallel line can go anywhere, no, Tulsi? You're understanding me? If I were to draw the parallel line instead of this L, if I did like this L, do you think this will be equal to this? No, right? Right. On a good track, let me hear from someone else. Divided in the same ratio. Yes, Manisha. AX is to XB yes is to AY is to YC. Perfect, Manisha. Yeah. For converting this, I'm going to give you 10 points. Very well done. Okay. AX is to XB is the same, is proportionate to, is the same ratio as AY is to YC. But we'll not use this right now. Okay. We'll use the simplest way possible. What is the way to make it simple? Simpler? Yes, tell me, Manisha. AX by XB is equal to AY by YC. Okay, that's our to prove statement. We good? Okay, now obviously just look at a minute, take a minute to absorb what this means. Okay, AX by XB is equal to AY by YC. Okay, this will happen pakka if L is parallel to BC. That's what the whole thing is saying. I want to move your chair and a little bit this side. थोड़ा सा ये side move करो ना. I'm not able to see your face directly and I'm not able to move around, no? So it'll be good. Thanks. That's enough. Okay. Little bit, yeah. Nishchay, move a little bit inside. Himanji, a little bit inside. Enough. Yeah, good enough. Okay. So we are here. This is our to prove statement. Okay. AX by XB is equal to AY by YC. Okay. What it means, take a minute to absorb what it means. Okay. I can draw any triangle. Suppose I'm drawing this as the triangle. Okay. Yes, Uza? ABC. Yeah. And I'm drawing a parallel line like this here. Watch here, please. Dikshit. I'm drawing a parallel line like this here. Okay. Even in this case, this AX divided by this AB. Suppose this is 1 centimeter, this is 2 centimeter. And this is suppose 5 centimeter. Any idea how much this will be? Perfect, Durba. It will be 10 centimeter. Okay. So AX by XB, wait, this is X, okay, and this is Y. So this ratio is 1 by 2. This ratio will also be 1 by 2. Okay. Suppose, let's change this a little bit. Suppose you know this is 1 by 2. Okay. But you know this is 7. How much will this be? Nishchay? 14. Okay. Now let's take it in another way. Suppose you know this is 7, this is 14. Which means the ratio is how much? 1:2. And suppose you know this is 10. How much will this be? Mg. Oh, sorry, G. 5 centimeter, right? Be good? Yeah, that ratio will always be same if L is parallel to BC. Be good? Yeah, that's the meaning of this theorem. Okay. Now, if you want to think about it a little bit, midpoint theorem is like this theorem ka bacha, or it's like eaten this up. Okay. Is this theorem, midpoint theorem now has no need of being separate theorem only, you think? Because midpoint theorem, what do we know? We know all of this. We know that this is 1:1. Okay. Yeah, this is 1:1. Obviously, there is some more result there. Okay, wait, I'm also getting distracted. Let's not go into midpoint theorem. Let's stick to this. Okay. Let me not confuse myself and you for a minute. Okay. All right. So here we have given L is parallel to BC, and to prove this AX by XB is equal to AY by YC. We good so far? Yeah. Now we got to do that. Are you done copying down given to prove in the diagram? Take that down. Take a minute. Done. Thank you. Take a minute and then we'll move ahead. Hey MG, you unmute and guess no what you're typing in chat box, sir. Yeah, I'll give you also 10. I cannot do this every time, MG. I will not be able to check also if you are actually saying before Manisha or not. Later only you will say, sir, I said before Manisha. Okay, 30 seconds, guys, to copy things down. Copy things down. Ready to go ahead? Everyone done? Everybody done? Okay. So we're moving on. Now in this, there are a few constructions, obviously. It will not come directly. So I'm going to go ahead and prove even all like silly reasons like time and all. I'll go ahead and prove. Okay. So let's that is the first proof of this year, probably, right? Probably. I think we have not done many other proofs. So I want you to be like careful. You have to get into that zone because this chapter has like 5 exercises and 1 optional, or half of it is proof questions. Okay, let's get into that mode, right? Yeah. So here we are here, and in this diagram, I'm going to use an interesting approach for this proof. Okay, we're going to use something which we've already learned, obviously, because we know proof builds from 2 things. What are those 2 things? 2 things: existing knowledge and not creativity, logic. Yeah, you need 2 things: existing knowledge and logic. Okay, you can use all this creatively, but don't attempt to create a new maths, which is something you guys do. I mean, you can attempt to create it personally if you want, but not in the paper. Yeah. Okay, so here we are. Let's write the proof down. Okay, I want a different color pen. 1 second. Okay, so the proof. Now you're not writing it down. I want you to pay attention here. Okay. Now I'm going to make some constructions here. Okay. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to draw an altitude for the triangle AXY. Okay. Actually, I'm going to draw 2 altitudes. Okay. You will understand the reason in a bit, but let's just draw 1 altitude right now. Okay. I'm drawing this altitude. Okay. Be good. So this is A. Let's call this P. Okay. Draw AP perpendicular to AY. Be okay with that? Yeah. Which means AP will also be perpendicular to AC. That's understood, right? Shri Priya is not focusing. What did I say just now? You want to stand for a minute? Okay. Can I have your attention on board? Okay. AP is perpendicular to AC. All right. AP is perpendicular to AY. I'm saying, which means it's also perpendicular to AC. Okay. Be good, Mansa. Yeah. So this is one thing which I'm going to draw, and we're also going to draw the other altitude, which is basically this altitude. Yeah. Same AXY triangle ke liye hi, let's call this Q. Okay, and draw Y. It's not AP, no. What am I right? No one is telling. Everyone is sleeping. What is it? Yes, it is XP perpendicular to AY and YQ perpendicular to AX. Okay with this? Yeah. Now we're going to do 2 more constructions. We're basically going to join BY, join BY, and join XC. Okay. Let's write CX. Join BY and CX. Be good? Yeah. Looking a little crowded. We'll just, when we focus, it will become a little simpler. Yeah. Now, to actually prove this, I have to get to a place where I have the ratios of AX by XB and AY by YC. Okay. It's a long route. It's a confusing route. Okay, we're just going to go by the route which the book tells us. Okay. Yes, Vansa. Every P to Y, P to X, yeah. B to Y, yeah. This is not perpendicular. This is not perpendicular. I just said join them. Yeah, this is not perpendicular. The perpendicular is here. This is perpendicular. We have told that we have created a perpendicular. You're getting this, Pansa? This is not necessarily perpendicular. It may be, we don't know it is or not. We have no idea. Okay. Most likely it's not, with very less chances. Yeah, good. Okay. So now what we're going to do, I'm just going to follow the approach which the textbook follows. Okay. So it's going to take area of two triangles. Okay. And we're going to take the ratio of those two triangle areas. Let's start with this. Okay. So first it goes, let's take area of, I want you to tell me what is the area of triangle AXY. AXY. Just focus on this diagram. Okay. AXY. Use this altitude and tell me what is the area. Anyone? This is the altitude. Yes, Hemanji. XQ. Are you sure? YQ. YQ. Okay. YQ. Half into YQ into AX. Okay. Basically, this is the base AX. This is the height YQ. Are we good with that? Base into height. We just now saw, right? This is base. AX is base. Think you are standing like this, which means this is the height. We good? This is the topmost point. Are we okay? Yeah. Half into base into height. Okay. We good? Now we're going to do one more thing. Okay. Now this was area of triangle AXY. Now we're going to find area of triangle BXY. BXY. I want to focus on the triangle for a minute. Okay. Let's see. Notice this triangle. Okay. This is the triangle I'm talking about. This is the triangle I'm talking about. Anyone? Dilruba? Base is BY. Do you know the height for BY? XC, is it perpendicular? Do you know if it's perpendicular or not? You don't know, right? Maybe it is not perpendicular, no? Yeah, you got my problem with that? Anyone else? Any other base and height you're seeing? Yes, Dilruba, I'll give you another try. Go ahead. Height is XY. Do you think this is perpendicular? Do we know that? Okay, any other try? You want to take one more try, Dilruba? Deepak, you want to take a try? Y? YQ. Obtuse triangle, abhi kare the Dilruba. Height is outside. This is your, which is your base then? BX is your base. Okay. This is a little confusing to see, but can we visualize that BX is the base and height is QY? Okay, it is perpendicular, no, to BX. Are we seeing that? Yeah, BX is base, QY is height. Are we good? MG Asgar, are you following? Give me a thumbs up if it's clear for you. MG Asgar, give me a thumbs up if it's clear for you. Asgar, waiting for you. Asgar is sleeping. Okay, so we are here. Same thing, same stuff. Okay, I'm just going to we have to just imagine tilting the whole triangle and putting it in a way that this is the base, so this will become the height, because this will be the topmost point for this triangle. No, it will stand like this, right? You good? Okay, that's a good way to imagine if you're thinking that way. So that gives me half into BX into YQ. Okay, everyone okay so far? Same, base into height. Yeah. Now I'm going to do one interesting thing. Actually, let's leave it at this. Okay, this is area. So let's now do area of triangle AXY divided by area of triangle bxy. What is the ratio that you get? Okay, I'm just going to divide these two things. Tell me, Rizal. Yeah. Half into ax. I'll just write it down. Okay, half into ax into y cube by half into bx into y cube. Y cube and y cube get cancelled. Half and half get cancelled. You have ax by bx. Okay. Let's this be our first equation. This is equal to this. Okay. We good so far? Okay. Now we will do similar thing, but for the other triangle, which is you're going to take this triangle and we're going to take again axy. I'll tell you why we are taking again axy. It will happen as it unfolds. Okay. So area of triangle axy. Can you give me another formula for area of triangle axy? Okay. Axy is that chotu triangle at the top. Okay. Can you give me another formula for this area of triangle axy? Look at this and give me another formula quickly. MG. Yes. Let's hear from with a different base. Yeah. Tell Manisha. Okay. Yes, Riza. AY is the base, XP is the height. We good? Okay. Now I'll go down. Let me write that. Okay. AXY is equal to half into AY into XP. Okay. This is the base. This is the height. Okay. Now let's quickly do this other triangle XCY. XCY. इसका एरिया कैसे आएगा? Tell me, G. YQ is height where, man? Where is the base then? It should be falling on some base. No, which base it is falling? It is going like this. It should be perpendicular to a base. Nishchay. XP is the height. What is the base? XC is the base? No, you're not correct. YC is the base. Okay. See, height should be perpendicular to base. Okay. It should not be perpendicular to its own vertex. Okay. You're getting the difference, Nishchay. Yeah. This is the base. Then if I extend this, this will become perpendicular. Okay. So that makes us. So that makes half. So that is that is area of triangle CXY is equal to half into. Okay, interesting. Yeah, time is up. So half into what is this? XP into CY. Yeah. No, sorry. Let me write base first. CY into XP. Okay, I'm going to again take the ratio of these two things. Okay. So area of triangle AXY by area of triangle CXY is equal to half into AY into XP by half into CY into XP. XP cancel, half cancel, AY by CY. Okay. This is the second equation. Yeah. Now something is happening here. What's happening is I am getting AY by YC and I'm getting AX by XB. Okay, I am very close to my 2 proof, but I should show that left hand side is also equal. Left hand side only numerators are equal, denominators are not equal. It is triangle BXY, it is triangle CXY. Is there something I can do for that? You're getting what my problem, where I'm right now. I have two equations, this equation and this equation. Okay, forget this part. Yeah, not important. We've already cut that out. This is having LHS of my 2 proof. This is having RHS of my 2 proof, which means if I show that these two things are equal, I will show that I will basically be proving it. Shri Priya. Are you following me? Not listening. Are you listening? Very good. Thank you, Shri Priya. The denominator. What is in denominator? Let's observe that. Okay, let's observe that. This one has denominator triangle BXY ka area. This one has denominator triangle CXY ka area. Okay, triangle BXY ka area and triangle CXY ka area. Do we know anything about these two areas? Dilruba. Hence, they have same area. Dilruba, I'll give you 10 points. Perfect. Yeah. They are between the same base and the same parallels. You see, which is the same base? The same base is what, Dilruba? Can you tell the same base? Which is the base? Same base is XY. Very good. And same parallel is XY and BC, which means basically same height, right? We don't know what the height is, but does not matter. The height will be something like this. Right? We don't need that. But these two have to have the same area, which means area, these two things which I circled just now, area of triangle BXY is equal to area of triangle CXY because of Dilruba's reason, that is triangles between same base and same parallel have same area. Okay, we good? Yeah, which means which brings us to a very important thing. Therefore, area of triangle AXY by triangle BXY. Why am I doing this? So that I get this whole fraction. Yeah, will be equal to area of triangle AXY by area of triangle CXY, because the denominators are already same. Numerators were same. Denominators we have proved they are same. Are we good? Therefore, from equations 1 and 2, we have 1 and 2 equation ka LHS equal, so their RHS is also equal, which means AX by BX is equal to AY by CY. Hence, for any triangle in the world, if I draw a parallel line to any one of its sides, the ratio in which the other two sides are divided is going to be same. We good? Hence proved. All right. I'm not going to ask you to copy right now. I'm going to share a screenshot. You go home and copy. We are a little late. Okay. But we'll take a minute, not to copy, but to think if there is any confusion in any step here. Yeah. Take a minute to think if there is any confusion. Can you see the screen on right now? No, right? Okay, let me just share this here and then I will expand this. Is there any confusion in any step here? Let's take a minute to think about that and then we wrap this class up. Anything on anyone's mind? Go ahead, loudly, please, Dinesh. Oh, yeah, 10. Just give me 2-3 minutes, huh? Okay. You heard, Manisha? Ma'am, okay, ma'am. Yeah, just sending in 2 minutes, ma'am. Yeah. All right, you good? Tell me, Dinesh. Yes, this proof lends to another proof, converse of basic proportionality theorem. We will do that tomorrow. Okay. Now, hold on. Just 1 second. Okay, just a little bit of homework. Can you take the homework down? Okay, it's a very simple homework. It's basically exercise. So what we saw now, we did that question now. Here there was 1, here 2, here 5. So what will this be? That question only, just 2 questions of that type. So exercise, which exercise is this for you? No, second exercise. Okay, second exercise ka first question. Yeah, question 1. Only 1 question. It has 2 subparts. That's all. It will take you 30 seconds. Okay, that's your homework, and we wrap this class up. Yeah, thank you guys. Please go home and make sure you